Thank you, Cartman. So, first off, what do you notice about the maps here? Let's start with Loiza.
Lojza? Alright. So the gold is not ideal, it's very forward, and the front of his base is pretty open as well, unless he wants to get real aggressive with the walls. But he does have a stone at the back and a nice wood line at the back as well. Um, but that his golds are all forward, so could hurt him, but
I think, to be honest, I think he'll be relieved with this map as in comparison to last game that he actually has wood, and he has a
that's
lot of
true. That's
defensible
true.
wood. So, I mean, the golds are forward, yes. It's gonna be an issue, but I wouldn't be surprised to see, I said this last game too, but some defensive buildings come up and the maps suddenly start looking a lot better once he places his initial buildings. So, what do you notice for Chris?
Um, well, he's got this gold that's pretty defensible, but it's kind of awkward, sandwiched between those two wood lines and on the hill. And he's got stone at the back as well. Um, doesn't have deer he can push easily as well. And I just noticed, do you have a spec delay? I don't have a spec delay.
No, they're actually not hosting on the ladder, so they have no spec delay. They're just gonna send
Oh,
the recorded games in, I guess. So no spec
hmm,
delay for them. He can
okay.
actually Chris, you were talking about pushing deer, and I think this is a pause here, folks. Are you paused at 359?
Yeah, I'm paused at
Okay,
359.
so I'm pretty sure this is a pause. I should get a message if it isn't. The thing about the deer, he has that 4 patch to the right, but there's a 3 patch that's actually quite near his berries, so if you were to mill there, he could theoretically push them in. Chris,
To the mill. Yeah,
yeah, Chris has a pretty, if he gets ambitious with his walls, he can have a pretty nice defensible base here. If he
I agree.
walls around near where his boars are, and then to the back of the map near that lake, and then to the left-hand side is just a few more. Oh, Chris called a re.
Chris called it a re.
Yep. So did he?
Hmm.
What? What? Why did he?
Yeah,
Why did he
I
call
don't
a
know.
re?
Hmm. Did he lose a vill or something?
No, the villager count was the same.
And it's my understanding this is one re each, right?
I think so. And Lois is like, man, you had
Yeah.
a nice map. Like, why did
Yeah.
you call a re?
I'm
Did
pretty
it,
sure it's only one re the entire series. I don't know why you'd use your one re, you know, right
and
there.
it's not the civs because I mean they have to replay with the same civs, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you re, you don't get to change civs.
So what is it?
No idea.
Oh, we're right into the game. I love this no tech or sorry, not no tech support.
No tech support?
Yeah, no tech support forever. I love this no spectator overlay. I don't know why I said tech support.
All right.
It's
So
true, none of my problems get solved.
I think Chris got a worse map
Oh,
looking right
no,
away.
he definitely got a worse map.
His golds are forward. His wood lines aren't as nice. Uh, yeah,
I,
I don't agree with the re, but
I, I don't understand. Like, we'll have to ask him. I'm sure Lois is in his mind. Lois is going like, "Wait a second, what went wrong?" Like, seemed really weird there.
yeah, and he didn't lose a vill to like a boar
No,
lore or
he was
anything.
sending the villager back, and it looked like she was gonna survive. And we don't have the
Yeah,
spec delay, so we didn't miss anything there.
right.
Anyway, let's
Uh,
let's move on to this game because I feel like this game is more important than the game that didn't even get played.
nah, I think that one's more important.
So, okay, I'm gonna start off with the maps here. We have Loiza, who has all 3 of his gold piles, and I hate to see this. I mean, like, they're fairly defensible for as far as forward golds go, but I hate to see any time the gold is clumped together in one
Yeah,
location
I
because
agree.
as soon as Chris sees that, you know what he's going to be thinking. He's going to be thinking, if I take that away from him, it's going to be really hard for him to fight back with like with any decent units. He can always fight back with trash units, but
Right.
if you take that area, it's a really good thing for Chris. His wood lines look okay. Chris looks like he's gonna try and lame this boar. No, he's not
Oh,
gonna
but
get
he's
away with
getting.
it. But oh, two hits
Oh,
on
he could.
Lojza!
Oh, he could. He's
Oh, and
stealing
the
these sheep
boar's
though.
going back. And he's stealing the sheep.
But the scout from Lois is there now.
But it's really annoying, man. Like, that's really annoying.
Yeah.
And look, he's even doing the same thing to the other boar. He's gonna try and get the hill advantage on Lojza's scout, and it looks like he did. And he's actually got the advantage here in this fight, I think. Chris might actually take it.
Yeah, Chris is gonna take it.
And Lojza needs to go back. Like, you can't lose your scout, man. That's just too... it just
Yeah.
hurts you too much, especially in 1v1s. It hurts you way too much. Anyway,
He doesn't even know where Chris is.
yeah,
He
exactly. I
hasn't
mean,
scouted anything.
he
If you
might go
look
to
at
the
his.
corner of the map looking for him instead of the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think of Chris's base?
Well, it's not ideal. He's got that stone at the back, a decent wood line to the left.
Hmm.
And he's going. He has to go quite far for this boar on the
Yeah, but
opposite
he
side of the
just
wood
he
line.
had to get loom for it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
And
going back because he was not sure if he had loom. What is he doing?
I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, it made him get loom because it was just so far in the hills on the way there. Not an ideal situation for sure. It is fairly defensible though, unless
I,
you're trying to
I
secure
agree.
that forward gold.
And I mean, since Loiza has no scouting, he can get probably pretty aggressive, I would say. Because Loiza, if he tries to raid, he's going to be going in completely blind, you know?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, it's really tough. And Chris, oh no, Chris is scouting. Chris only saw that one
the f-
gold. He didn't see the other two, but I think surely he's gonna come back and see it. But if
yeah.
he doesn't, that's not so good there.
Well, still, I think he'll go to that gold to try to take it away immediately, because it's his main gold, and he'll, by happy coincidence, block his other two golds. So,
And I like what Chris is doing again with the Mongols. He's probably gonna go scouts here. I think.
does he have deer he can push for the Mongol bonus? I don't see any.
He's actually going forward with 3 villagers here. What is he gonna
Yeah.
do? Chris, what are you doing? I hope it's a forward. A forward would be very, very nice, especially onto this gold here. And yes, it is a
Yeah, the
forward. There's a
barracks
barracks
right
coming
there.
down in a really, really nice location. And I think he only decided that once he saw those other 2 patches of gold there, because his scout actually just went past those not too long ago.
And Lois is putting down a barracks right next to his main gold. So he'll try to defend. He's probably thinking he has to defend this area most importantly.
So we'll see Wolf coming in now against Chris.
He's got loom. He'll be alright.
Yeah.
And the hill advantage now.
So what is Lojza? Lojza's probably going to go into archery ranges. I can't see anything else.
Chris is going double
Britons.
archery ranges.
Double archery ranges. So Chris we might be seeing the skirms again, to be honest, if he's
Yeah,
not on
he's
gold right now.
nope, no villas on gold yet.
Which, you know what, isn't a bad strategy against Britons.
Yeah,
Um,
you've got to assume the Britons are gonna go for archers. So
but
terms might
as
be a good choice.
Brits though, you kind of assume that the Mongol player might go for scouts as well, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
and without the scout, Lojza can't see anything. And Lojza definitely assumes that he's going for scouts. He made a spearman, and he might actually be making another spearman. No, just one.
He's gonna find this forward with the spearman though.
Is he?
Looks
Is he gonna
like.
see it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he just found it and he's gonna be like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Not the skirms again. Tower now coming down on that gold, and to be fair to Lojza, he's made his buildings in a fairly nice position here to secure this forward gold. Um, but Chris already has the military advantage, already 6-1, and he might actually deny this tower if he gets his villagers in there. No, it looks like the tower is gonna go down for Lojza.
Gonna
Chris is
try to
gonna
go
go right
around.
past. Is he gonna look for his wood line and try and tower that? Or is he gonna just tower on the other side of the gold? Perfect.
Wow.
So smart, Chris. Not
Very
getting
nice
hit by that
play.
watchtower, and I'd love to see stone walls come up around that as well, just to prevent Lojza from taking it down with his own villagers. And Lojza's coming out with a lot of villagers here, actually. A ton of
Oh
villagers.
wow, going all out to stop that tower.
Oh my goodness. Lojza has literally like 10 villagers there going to stop that tower. He knows how important that forward gold is here. And Chris is hoping just to pick off a few villagers here, and he might pick off this chick. She's
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
die.
yep. She's down. So 10-5 military for Chris, but the vills are even as of now.
And I mean,
But Loiza has 10 idols right now,
and
so
also Chris just, it's always nice to be the aggressor, just even in your mind. You feel like you're
definitely.
kind of winning the game, right? And Chris has a higher score as well, which also helps mentally. It might not help in the actual game itself, but as far as the mental game goes, it really does help. Lojza losing a few skirmishers in a bad engagement there, and Chris can actually hit these villagers from the hill there with these skirmishers, and he can take hits from that watchtower. He doesn't even care because he has 3
Terms.
pierce armor.
He's put down a blacksmith as well. So I assume he's going to try to get fletching. Yeah, there it is. Fletching coming in from Chris.
What are these villagers doing from Chris? It looks
I
like
don't
he's
know.
actually mining stone. I see some stone coming in for him. Is he mining stone from somewhere over the rainbow? No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oh,
Sorry,
he's
that
going to go mine this. Maybe. Nope, he deleted the mining camp.
I was looking at Lojza's resources. Sorry,
Oh, my
not
bad, my
Chris's
bad.
resources. I know I'm a noob. I'm sorry.
Chris is mining this stone on in Loiza's side of the map, though.
You bet he wants to lay down another tower, and he's gone right to the stone from Lojza as
Oh,
well.
wow. He'll take this. He'll
Man,
stop this. Oh, but he's going to get chased.
he's gonna get. But you know how much idle time this is creating for
Yeah,
Lojza to
exactly.
have all of these villagers chasing
10
after his
villagers,
units.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
10 villagers chasing skirms.
it's
I'd take
crazy.
that
And now
trade
Lojza
off.
with the panic wall, and Chris denies it.
Wow.
Lojza is falling to pieces here. Another villager going down, and Chris is just playing this so smart with the skirmishers. The forward skirmishers. He's taking Lojza's stone. And Lojza just can't, at the moment, he just can't do anything to deny this. He has sent 5 archers around to try and raid Chris's base. And
Yeah, but
I
he's
think they
got
might
5
actually...
skirms at home.
Yeah,
He's got,
exactly.
and they're gonna have +1 defense and +1 attack. So
And,
they're gonna
oh
take out those
man,
archers, no problem.
perfect, I think perfect tower from Chris here. To secure his own stone and to hit that wood line from Lojza, and it's just gonna add the extra little annoyance factor that seems to be creeping into everything Chris is doing at the moment. But Lojza is coming around with villagers. Chris, wall between the stone and the wood. Wall!
Oh, oh,
Oh, he
oh!
got
He
it
got it.
down!
Wow.
Chris got it down.
Very nice wall.
And
And
he's
now he's
dropping
gonna
houses
wall the.
behind too.
Yep.
And Lojza sending villagers to the TC. He doesn't know where to go. He's dropping a blacksmith now, and he has to go back with those other 5 archers as well. Because it looks like he engaged with the skirmishers, but
Yeah, he just ran
couldn't
away
get
from those
anywhere.
skirms right away. And it looks like Chris maybe trying to wall up his base. Trying to wall up his base now.
I
A little
mean,
bit, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he's look at that house wall at the front. I mean,
Yeah.
he's basically secured his forward gold with nothing but houses. It's very, very nice from him. He is at 110 pop limit, so obviously not the most efficient thing, but whatever works, right?
Yeah.
Lojza does have more villagers. He has 4 more villagers, but I mean, you've watched them from my point of view, guys, running all over the place, trying to find places to take wood, trying to take stone and
And
dying, and Chris is picking off more.
yeah, he's picking off more at that wood line, forcing him to take that crappy wood at the edge. He's got to move all his choppers to this one above his base, above his TC now.
And Chris almost has enough stone for another tower, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know where he's gonna put it, but I'd put it near those 3 golds, to be honest. Near that archery range. I bring my skirmishers forward to kind of protect it. But I think he might actually just go in here and raid the wood line. He might catch a
Yeah,
few villagers off guard.
he wants to get this wood line. He might kill this villager. No,
One more
he's not
hit.
gonna get it. No, he won't
No.
get it. And Lojza trying to raid with some archers and skirms, but
Yeah, it's not
Chris
gonna
with the
work.
hill advantage, don't pushing him back.
Chris is all about that map control right now. And
Yep.
he's just spreading his legs. Sorry, that sounded really bad. Oh my god. Sorry, I meant to say like spreading his limbs out, like kind of like relaxing, but I said spreading his legs. Wow, Chris. I didn't know you were about that.
And
How could I say that? That's
I don't
terrible.
know, man. Come on, Dave.
That's such like a, oh man, it's just dirty. I don't know what's
Chris is
going
up
through
to
my
castle
mind.
now as well.
I meant to say stretching his legs, not spreading his legs. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on. So Chris with some really nice micro here, picking down the skirmishers from Lojza, and you see all those idle villagers from
Idle
Lojza.
villagers everywhere.
Oh my god, I gotta calm down. Whew.
More idle.
Anyway, Chris is on the way to Castle Age. That's what you were gonna say, right? That's
That is
exactly
what I was
what you were
trying
gonna
to
say.
say.
Laming the farm there. Nice move by Chris. Just seems like Lojza can't really get any momentum going here. He does have more villagers, but spending all of his time. You can see all these villagers now chasing Chris around his base. And Chris shifting into archers now. And getting bloodlines as well. Are we gonna see? No, we saw the cavalry upgrade come in, so we might actually see some knights from Chris coming out in Castle Age.
Lojza is about to click up as well. And he's up now. I think he goes into crossbows. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he does. He have any archers out on the battlefield right now? I don't think so.
I'm gonna look
He's only
at
got
his
these
resources. He doesn't have any on gold, really.
Yeah, only 2 on gold. He's putting up a 3rd archery range though. So maybe elite skirms.
Hmm.
And now he's putting a lot more villagers on gold. It looks like. But knights are coming up from Chris, and he's getting crossbow as well.
Yeah, the knights are coming out, and if Lojza keeps going skirmishers, knights are going to be a really good decision from Chris. Lojza also trying to drop a market there. It looks like he wants to kind of balance his economy, but Chris is going to deny that, and I think that's going to hurt Lojza more than anything.
Yeah.
Losing that market going down.
If Chris is paying attention, he's not stopping it yet.
Yeah, he'll stop it eventually, I think.
I don't know.
I can't see. Are you serious, Chris?
He's
Yo,
running
Chris.
outside.
Yo, Chris. Yo, Chris. Oh my god, Chris.
Oh, he got it up. He got the
Oh
market
my
up somehow.
god. Well, you know what? Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, and now he's killing the villager. Okay.
Now he is, yeah.
Okay. And Lojza used that market to sell a whopping 100 food.
And
Elite Skirmisher coming in now for Chris as well, which is going to be really, really nice against all these archers coming out, because Lojza really has nothing to combat Elite Skirmisher. And I feel like Chris can just push into this gold and deny the gold from Lojza. And once he
now he's
does
taking
that,
down the market though. Oh, never
now
mind. He
he's taking
stopped.
it down. Okay.
Then
Villager's
he just
still
runs
sitting in the
away.
back there. But yeah, Chris is just going to push right into this gold, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the GG coming from Lojza soon. Once Chris actually denies this, because, like, what else does Lojza have to go to? He's making a TC on the stone. His wood line is absolutely awful. And
Yeah.
he has no gold, and there's elite skirmishers in there, and his villas are gonna get trapped in that tower. He's gonna lose another 4 villagers. He's losing his army to these
The
skirmishers
tower's
right
going
now.
down.
And the GG is called. Wow, that
There
was
you go.
great play by Chris. That was
Yep.
a really well played game. Very smart, very smartly played game, just like the last one. And we'll look
Yep.
at the achievements now. Military. Units killed 57 for Chris, 26 for
Wow.
Lojza. Largest army, a lot more. More resources collected, even though Lojza had only 2 villagers less than Chris. Very, very well
Oh.
played by Chris. And the score is now 2-0. I have the score in game, as you saw. I do not have the score out of game. So if you see anyone, and they're very curious as to what the score is, everyone be on your best behavior in the Voobly official chat and let them know what it actually is. I also want to look back into the chat history and see what people had to say when I said
Uh,
spreading his legs.
they had quite a bit to say. Don't worry.
Yep.